Salutations, mateys. And today I want to talk about the Indianapolis Colts victory over the Titans, 40-20, I believe. And man, what a game! What a game to just throw numbers on a lesser team. This is what good teams should be doing. Good teams should be laying the wood on lower tier teams. So that's awesome to see that the Colts continue to dominate when they should dominate. Last year, they were in tight games all season. Every game was decided by one score. But once we have an efficient orchestrator of the offense that we have and new weapons like Tyler Warren, it's going to open everything up on offense. So the floodgates are open on our offense. And the ones that are going to be flooded out is going to be our opposing defenses, because this is a bombastic, spontaneous, this is a consistent offense. I mean, we have a lot of things going right on offense, and defensively we are sort of injury plagued. There's lingering things. In this game, we saw the exit of Kenny Moore. Kenny Moore had a staple. Kenny Moore had the biggest play of the game, I believe, and it's during the first drive. He gets a pick six on a shallow route that I was expecting to happen mostly all game. I was expecting Lou Anarumo's defense, with our veteran sort of man-heavy defense, to really give Cam Ward some confusing looks to make him make mistakes, and he made a critical mistake first drive that really set the tone for the rest of the game. That was a tone setter, because if they went out to this game playing like they did sort of in the middle of this game, then we would have had ourselves a game. But to go out there and to start it like that was the game changer, and our offense just going out there. We punted this game. We had our first punt. We had a couple missed opportunities on offense, but overall offense just sort of clicked. The one bad thing that I saw in offense was that Jonathan Taylor had one drop, and that was the one thing that really teed me off, because I know that once JT has the ball in his hands, it's just up from there. And Daniel Jones, you can't really say anything bad about him at all. I mean, he's been efficient. He's been what you bring a guy like him in for, to start over Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson ain't gonna see the game field unless, he actually saw the game field today, because we were laying that wood on them Titans for so long. So he was able to get in and have a couple drives. It was just something I like to see. I like to see him still out there, but as long as Danny Dimes are on the field, we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good as long as we have. Tyler Warren was a big what if today, and he was able to play today. JT just continues to be year in and year out our sort of offensive game breaker. Give the ball to him, and he's gonna make magic. He's gonna make magical things. And now that we have a solid quarterback around us, he has the league on notice right now. He had a very terrible. I will never forget him dropping the ball in the 1 yard line against the Denver Broncos last year. I think that's what really stripped him away of being a captain, and what really he lost so much aura for that from me. Maybe not from other fans, but from me. Like, that is unacceptable. That is just a critical error that the Colts don't really, as an organization, we don't go for any of that selfish sort of acts at all. That was insane, but for him to continue to have just great games, I think he's averaging 90 plus yards a game, and he's been averaging that for I don't even know how long, but his stock's gonna continue to rise as long as we have an efficient offense that can do every single thing. So the pass is gonna open up the run, the running is gonna open up the pass, and these past couple of years we really ran to open up the pass, but the pass has opened up the run, and it's like Jonathan Taylor said in his post-game interview that we're playing complementary football in the offensive position, all phases of that position, and we're also playing complementary football in a macro scale as well. So in a micro scale on a defense, I mean, our run defense is going to be really the problem, and our pressure was really the key thing in this game, and we were able to sort of hurry Cam Ward's clock a bit in this game, which is great to see. There's a couple times this game where I saw Latu off that edge, and I was like, oh my gosh, he is getting to Cam Ward. We needed him for this game because, man, seeing him coming off that edge hot just made me hot. So Xavier Howard continues to be a liability in the red zone. We saw him get exploited last week against the Denver Broncos, and that really cost us a lot, and that happened again. I wanted him to get off the field the way he just continues to draw holding calls in the red zone. But other than that, defense played solid. I mean, we throughout that middle section of the game, it was just... That's when they started to have life, but we snuffed the remainder of the life out really on that first drive. We really set the tone, and offense continues to go down and get points, and if we continue this efficiency throughout the year, we're going to be a team. And next week we're going to have the Rams. I haven't really watched much Rams, but they really gave the Philadelphia Eagles a run for their money this weekend. Their defense, man. I think this is going to be our first real challenge against a tempered QB in Stafford. So this will be the game that we will lose. If we were to lose a game, let's look at the Colts schedule. So we have a pretty tough little stretch of games. We have the Colts. Well, we're the Colts. We have the Rams, then the Raiders. The Rams is going to be a tough game. The Raiders should be a okay game. Then the Cardinals. Cardinals are going to be sneaky good team. And then the Chargers. This Chargers team, this is going to be a game to watch. Colts versus Chargers, October 19th. That's going to be something to watch. I'm not going to lie. But the Rams are going to be a real true test to see what this team is really made of. And the Colts start out the year 3-0, which we haven't done since 2009, and we haven't done this since Peyton Manning. So Daniel Jones has cemented himself in the Colts history for the rest of his life. And Colts fans didn't expect this at all. We knew coming into this that Daniel Jones was just going to be a more efficient QB than Anthony Richardson, but I think that was a understatement to how getting a veteran like Daniel Jones is going to have an effect on this Colts roster. So let's go Colts. Indiana Jones, kept killing it. Tyler Warren continues to be a great tight end, great addition to this game. This is sort of his most silent game. Michael Pittman Jr. Had a day, and Alec Pierce is my favorite wideout because he just makes big plays. And he went out the game with a concussion this game, which is not good because I like how efficient Alec Pierce has been playing so far, and we've seen the progression of Alec Pierce. It was slow but steady. He has cemented himself on this roster for real. Michael Pittman Jr. continues to be solid. Josh Downs got some burn too. And A.D. Mitchell, we've been taking shots with A.D. Mitchell, and he hasn't been able to draw many calls. I think he drew one flag, but A.D. Mitchell is due for a deep ball catch at some time. But Alec Pierce will continue to be the one that's going to be catching those mainly. And yeah, I mean, defense, we got to the quarterback, sacked him a couple times, and another week. I'm more interested on how this is going to be against the Rams because I think that's going to be a way more of a test against our fortitude. So until next time.